Here we go. The number one thing is no male friends. You've got to get rid of the male friends. And the reason you have to get rid of the male friends is because mostly all those male friends really want to sleep with you. And they're not there to sit around. Now, again, Gigi, unless they're gay. What, Gigi? What now? What?
I mean, well, if you've been friends from high school and stuff like that, I mean, come on.
Okay, Gigi. Ladies.
What's wrong with friends?
Oh, no, listen, there's nothing wrong with friends. Ladies, what I want you to do is I want you to take the test. That's all I want you to do. And the test is if you think that those quote-unquote male friends are really your friends, offer them sex and see what they say. Because
so if they deny it, they're either unattracted to me or they're gay? That's what you're saying?
What I'm saying is this, Gigi. What do you think men really want from women?
I don't know. They want a queen or something, a goddess.
Oh my goodness!
Someone to talk to and love.
You know what? We'll keep it going. I've got a lot of these things to do. Hey, listen. Throughout these shows, this will pop up again, and we can do a whole show battling about that. But I'm going to keep going. All right. I'm just laying it out there. The second thing is, it is not about you. For some reason, you women think finding a man is about you. Again, like I said before, when you go to a company, the company does not care what is going on in your life. But when you make it about you, because when it's about you, it becomes I and not we, Gigi. It becomes a I.
So wait a minute. Okay. So when does it become about me?
Listen. It is not a me. It's never a me thing. It is a we thing. That's the problem. A lot of women make this thing about me. What do I? Me. And that is an issue. That's what I'm saying.
So what if he's about him, so then you just decide, well, I'm going to be about me? How does that work?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're about self and not about the benefit of the company or the team, then you get what you get.
So is that for both sexes? I mean, come on, or does that just work for the men?
Listen, this is me helping the women out. We're not talking about the guys here. I'm just trying to show you how you can be more valuable in a man's eyes. That's all I'm trying to say. The third one. Let's go to the third one, which is kind of like the. Okay. The next one, Gigi, mute yourself, please. The next one is don't stop listening to single women and women that are in bad relationships. For some odd reason, you women seem like you want to go and ask women that are not even in the game. You want to ask women questions about your man, about your relationship. You go on the internet, you ask people who can't even get a man, and then what you do is you take information from a bad source and then you incorporate it into your relationship. Remember, ladies, I'd rather you communicate with the person you're with than asking a woman that is single or a woman that's in a bad relationship, Gigi. Now, what do you have to say about that? What say you, Gigi?
Sometimes people learn from bad experiences.
Really?
I mean, can't they just? Yeah, really. Mm-hmm.
Some people learn from bad experience. Really? What bad experience? Explain that to me.
Like when you're learning to walk and you learn that table is the same level as your head, and you hit your head on it a couple of times, you realize that it's there after a while.
Oh, okay.
So
but you know what, Gigi? We're not children anymore. We're not children anymore. We're not because
some of us aren't.
But wait. Because even as kids, Gigi, what did Smokey tell us? Only you can prevent forest fires, right? Didn't Smokey tell us that? Didn't Smokey tell us that only we can prevent forest fires? Huh?
He did tell us that, but we still see prisoners on the side of the road picking up cigarette butts.
No, because if you want to get the guy, and look, this is why it is a man. I'm trying to give the women the code of man. I'm trying to show what women need to do to get us to say, you know what? Wow, she's that kind of woman that, you know what? I'll cut off all the other women. I'll give her all of my time. I'll move her into my house. I'll get engaged with her. You see what I'm saying? Those type things.
Okay. So far, she's cut off all her friends.
Yes.
And her main focus is him.
Of course. What isn't that isn't that the relationship anyway? Shouldn't the relationship be about the two and not everybody else?
Does this work if we just met in the club and did it in a bathroom stall?
No, this has nothing to do with the club. But you know what? I'm gonna move forward because you mentioned the club. I'm gonna give Relays a rule about the club. Are you ready for this one, Gigi?
Okay.
Okay. Club rule.
All right.
Club rule, ladies. From this point on, when you're at the club, never take a drink from a man that you're not serious about. And if there's somebody that you're interested in, buy him a drink.
Wait a minute.
What?
That's kind of the game plan. You go to the club with no money.
No.
You get free drinks.
Ladies.
What are you talking about?
Ladies, what I'm saying to you now, see, before you didn't bring any money to the club. What I'm saying is bring 5, 10, 50, bring about 20 spot. Bring $20 to the club. And if there's a guy that you like, buy him a drink. Because that will set you apart. Because that will show him that it's not about money or finances and that you're different from every other woman in the place. Because every other woman is all about, remember what I say before, it's not about you, right? What are they at the club? Me. What can you do for me? What can you give me? How many drinks can you fill my belly up with, right? I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
What?
Just because he bought me a drink doesn't mean that I want to be with him. I would hope just because he bought me a drink doesn't mean that he owns you, because we've had those type of guys in the club. They're creepy.
Okay, I understand some of them are creepy, but I do understand that there are some women out there that take drinks from men, right? They accept drinks. What I'm saying is that I want you to be a little bit outside the box. All I'm saying is that you start to buy the guy the drink. Remember, we're in a time now where y'all are independent. Remember, we're independent. You know, it's all about this female power thing, right?
No, you didn't.
No, but wait a second. You want to say we're equal, right? Right? I'm serious. Y'all want to be equal with men. So
that was the 60s.
No, well, wait a second. I'm just saying that if you look, I'm just and look, if anybody out there is listening so far and you agree or disagree, call in and let us know, because I believe this right here is the blueprint for that guy to talk about you in a way that a lot of you don't understand. See, Gigi, you know most guys when they meet a woman and they're around their friends, do you really think they're talking like, wow, man, you know, she's a cool chick? No. Do you really think they talking that way?
No, not at all. Wait, I'm still kind of stuck on this drink thing. Because, okay, so what if he ends up being the type of guy who you can't just buy him one drink? Because, I mean, if he's that cordial type of guy, you'll buy him a drink and then maybe he'll buy you a drink back. You know, we're thinking like that.
Well, now that's fine. But as long as you buy the drink first. Because
you can be searching around the club for me later, asking for another drink, right?
No, you got to have a cutoff point. You have a cutoff point. What I'm just saying is that as women, you've got to show, you know what, I'm not like the normal woman out there. Because a lot of guys out there, when they meet a woman and they feel like they got to take her out to dinner and do a bunch of stuff for her, they're like, okay, well, then you know you need to give me something back. Because if I'm putting all this money out over here on this side, then I better get something on the back end. You see what I'm saying? And I got another one, even with dinner dates. You know what? Half the time, offer to pay for the dinners. Don't go to dinner with somebody that you are not serious about?
Why do we have secrets?
Oh boy. I'm just giving you the rules, ladies. I just want y'all to write these down. I just want y'all to write these down.
Why do we have to have secrets?
What do you mean? See, you don't have secrets. It's none of your business. Like, okay, let me give you, for instance. If you're living with him, ladies, now this is another rule. Now, ladies, this might upset you, but I gotta explain this one to you before you get mad. Okay. Now, if where is it at? Okay, yeah. Here's another great rule. If he goes to the strip club, what you need to do is be sweet and kind and go to the bank and get like 31s to give to him. Tell him to have a great time and just tell him to be safe. That's all you need to do.
Are you kidding me? How about I buy him some wands and get a stripper outfit and dance for him? How about that?
Okay, Gigi. You're not understanding something. Here's the problem, Gigi. The problem is this, Gigi. Hold on, let me. Okay, here's the problem, Gigi. What you women don't understand, with or without you, if he wants to go to the strip club, he is going to go, whether you like it or you don't. But the thing that will give you points, that women, y'all need to hear this now. The thing that will give you points is a woman that is supportive. Ladies, you can't try to box a man in and tell him what he can and cannot do. If he goes to the strip club, say to him, you know what, have fun. Enjoy yourself. Here's some dollars. Have a dance on me and keep it like that. But when you try to tell him, oh, you can't go, not only are you ruining your chances, but then he's going to find somebody else who's going to allow him to go, Gigi.
I didn't say he couldn't go. I just said let's find a thrifty alternative, or maybe we can go together.
He's going with his friends, Gigi. He's not going with any woman. He's going with the fellas.
Oh, okay. Well,
in that case, you just say, you know what? Here's a handful of dollars. Have a great time. Be safe. And if you don't believe me, guys, it will blow anybody away if their wives told them, or their girlfriends or their fiancés told them to have a good time. That's something a lot of people will be blown away about, Gigi. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Now, the next one I want to throw at you, ladies, this is very important, is that Christmas is for kids and Valentine's Day is a made-up holiday. Now, even though you have those dates, Valentine's Day, and we'll be talking about this coming up in February next month, instead of you asking for flowers and roses and chocolates, why don't you make the day about him? Why don't you go out your way to rent a place where, go to a restaurant, go ahead and set up reservations for a restaurant and make the night about him and not you. Gigi, what do you say on that?
So Valentine's Day should also be centered around him.
Of course it should be. Wait, Gigi. Let's look at something for a second. And I want you women to listen to me and think about this for a second. How many years have you made Valentine's Day about you and you're still single? Huh?
I thought we were talking about this we thing, though.
No,
we.
wait.
So can we make it about we?
Wait a second. We are going to make it about we, but what I'm saying is that how many years have you made Valentine's Day about you? Where that guy gave you the flowers, the chocolates, and took you out to dinner. And look where you're at right now. You're probably with a new guy doing the same old song, dancing to the same old routine. What I'm just saying, ladies, is that maybe you make it more about him and he will appreciate you a little bit more, especially when you tell him you don't need to buy me flowers. You don't need to give me chocolate. You don't need to do, look, sweetheart, it's a commercial holiday. You can do for me whenever you want to. Just don't do it on the 14th. You know what, Gigi? Ask any man, it'll blow him away. He'll be like, what are you talking about? What you talking about, Willie?
I'm getting a little worried with this whole scenario, but keep going.
Wait.
Keep going.
What are you getting worried about?
Because this is all about him.
But But Gigi,
good for him. But what about her?
But Gigi, it has always been about her. She's always made everything about her, and she's wondering why at the end of the day, why is it I'm alone? What's wrong with me? Why won't he commit to me? Why won't he marry me? Like the beginning of you remember the beginning of the show? Let me just play the first clip. Listen, this problem. Listen.
I would like to understand why in a relationship, a man will stay with a woman for a great length of time. That lady will do everything they ask for, and they'll never marry her, but they'll meet someone and marry them in 6 months to a year.
Why don't y'all...
Let me stop right there. You see what I'm saying, Gigi? See what I'm saying, Gigi? That's what I'm
trying to understand.
I'm trying to prevent that from happening to you women. Gigi?
Okay, but she just said that she did everything that you just said.
That's the end of our video, but not the end of our discussion. Head on over to www.unlockthemancode.com for more information, podcasts, and coaching. Also, ladies, we ask that you please subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can keep the movement going. And always remember, whenever you want to know the truth, whenever you want to learn a little bit more about men, ask a man.